Thank you so much for checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe. Out of the Collision tapings. Guess it's a big story because you don't see this happen a lot. But Miranda Alize and Nixon Newell were scheduled to have a match on the show. And
with Anna Jay and Ty Mello.
Showed up at the building and decided, we don't want to do a short match. And they left.
Yeah, they were told it was going to be a 3-minute match, and they were not happy that the last match that they did with Megan Bain and Marina Shafir was 3 minutes. They didn't want to do another one, and they left. And they did. Now they did a taping of a thing, and I don't know exactly what was said, but apparently it was pretty negative towards AEW, and then did another one that was less negative. And they said, well, we didn't leave on bad terms or anything. All I know is I do not expect these two to be booked in AEW. Who knows? But
so on their Twitch stream, they said, we decided collectively as a partnership, a couple as wrestlers independently, that 3 minutes isn't going to benefit no one in this match. And then Newell said repeatedly that there was, quote, no bad blood on either side.
I can tell you that that's not true.
Oh, I can tell you. Let me tell you something. I heard from a lot of people. And what was amazing was I was hearing from people as the show was going on. So people weren't even waiting until the show was over. And, maybe Tony told them there was no hard feelings, but I can tell you one thing. There was hard feelings is the wrong word. Bad blood, I don't know how you would term it, but there were so many people that were like, what a stupid thing to do. That's the one thing I heard over and over. What a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, no kidding. They're not under contract. If you want to do something there, first get over. It's like there's people who do stuff because they have leverage so they can get away with doing it. They had no leverage. Look, if they don't want to be on TV, more power to them. They don't have to be on TV. If you don't want to work for AEW, you don't have to work for AEW. But, to go there, it wasn't, but I did hear it was not a problem in the sense of they did not refuse to lose. They wanted to have a competitive 10-minute match, and the show was laid out, and, they didn't have 10 minutes for them, and that was that. And so Maya World and, who was the other one? Replaced them. Hyan replaced them. Did a match. There was a discussion over whether this was a squash match or not. They would have been allowed to get some offense in, but not a lot because it's a 3-minute match. But they were. I don't think they were happy with that other match. Now, did you see the clip of them with Megan Bain in the double German suplex spot?
Like on the match itself?
Yeah, the one last week.
I remember it happening.
Yeah, I don't know. They were not cooperative in that double suplex spot. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was, it wasn't bad, but they were not cooperative. They didn't make it easy for Megan Bain to pull it off. She pulled it off and actually looked good, but it was like... they didn't exactly jump, put it that way.
Yeah, well, I did hear there were issues the week prior. I heard that Megan was upset.
Well, that's what she was upset about. She was upset about that spot.
Well, that's a spot then. But yeah, all I heard was that people, besides the idea that it was stupid what they did, the idea was, I can't believe they were brought back after the match with Megan. And they were. And then this happened, and
I don't see
the question was always like, what are these two thinking, like career-wise? And Nixon did say in the Twitch stream, I'm going to get the exact quote here. She said that this is my last 2 years in wrestling, and I want to have fun this last year. Well, her exact quote. This is my last 2 years in wrestling, and I want to have fun this last year. It is what it is. So basically, she's got one foot out the door. So it's not like she's looking to have a 20-year career and she decided to walk out on AEW after she was released from WWE. This is her last year, she says. So
Well, they got some pub out of it, and there might be some promoter, whether it's, who knows, that thinks that, like, bringing them in as a controversial thing might, be beneficial. And outside of AEW, they'll probably, because Nixon Newell was on WWE television, they'll probably get something. Although, the one thing that we've seen is, like, not everyone, like most people who come off WWE television, can do some stuff and people will react. But we saw, like, with Lacey Lane, it's not 100%. Like, if you were on WWE television now, but they didn't treat you well, or they didn't use you a lot, you don't come out with a lot of shine. And I don't know, look, Nixon Newell was out on that show last week, and it wasn't like the place went crazy for her. I mean, they just didn't react like, oh my God, it's a WWE star here, which usually they do, even if it's a marginal one. They didn't with Lacey Lane, they didn't with Nixon Newell. It's not a guarantee, and just from that reaction by the AEW fans, it's not like people are whatever. She was complaining recently also that she wasn't getting enough bookings, and she moved to the United States because she wasn't getting enough bookings. So I don't know. I mean, the thing is, even if she wasn't going to be in AEW, they could have used her as a tag team in Ring of Honor, and at least she'd have gotten bookings with real people and been able to do real matches and stuff like that. If they were cooperative, they would have been able to do, I mean, it wouldn't have been the most optimum thing, but it would have been something. And
Hey guys, did you love this clip? If so, you should join our channel. Just hit the join button, and you'll have full access to every single show that we do. Wrestling Observer Live, Wrestling Observer Radio, The Bryan and Vinny Show, all of them in full HD, full length, plus archives of all of your favorite shows. Click join today and don't miss out.